of Find My Divine. Are you looking to make sense in a world that very often is senseless? Are you looking for peace amongst all the conflict that is in the world and, in fact, may be in your world right now? Are you looking for calm amongst the storm? Are you looking for intuitive guidance? Are you looking for direction, positive direction, when the path ahead seems to be filled with roadblocks? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin on this program, this latest edition of Find My Divine. Good evening. My name is Stefan Rybak. It is my gift, it is my honor, it is my pleasure and my great blessing to be your host and your master of ceremonies this evening. It is Wednesday, June the 29th, and I am proud to introduce Peter Marks. Peter Marks has been a spiritual life coach for 30 years. He has done psychic readings for royalty, for Hollywood celebrities, and people from all walks of life. Peter provides insights on career, on love life, family issues, personal issues, business issues, and Peter is known for his uncanny accuracy. Peter is a deeply spiritual man, and Peter believes that faith is a very powerful force that can shape lives and shape society and shape our world in so many, many positive ways. Peter's clients adore his warm and friendly personality, his unique approach, and his positive perspective. Good evening to you, my dear friend, Peter Marks.
Good evening, Stefan. Phenomenal to be here. And I tell you, you are amazing at hosting this program. You really are.
Thank you for your kind words, Peter. We have what I believe is a terrific program lined up this evening. We try our very best every time we do this show. And tonight we have with us Reverend Jen Post. Reverend Jen Post is a cosmic goddess blue star. She is known as the Awakener, and she is a renowned earth and multi-dimensional guide with gifts that include spiritual counseling, angelic energy healing, and past life regression, to name just a few of Jen's many divine talents. She is a Reiki master teacher, a star seed galactic teacher, a spiritual counselor, a tarot card reader, and a psychic medium. She is an ambassador of awakening. She is an ambassador of ascension. She is an ambassador of healing and empowerment and life balance. And for those of you who are watching, if you are looking for a divine awakening, if you are looking for ascension, if you are looking for healing and empowerment and life balance, it is our goal. It is our mission to provide that for you on tonight's show. But right now, we say hello, Peter and I do, to Jen. Jen, welcome to the show. It is a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Jen, we are so excited to have you with us, and we have a number of people who are waiting backstage already to join the program. We're going to welcome Angela to the show. Angela, good evening to you.
Hi, good evening.
Where are you watching the show from, Angela?
Small little town on Long Island called Floral Park, New York.
Floral Park, Long Island. Well, tonight must be the night of New York, because I'm in Mount Sinai and Jen is in Ronkonkoma. And so I know Peter, who lives in Connecticut, has a lot of New Yorker in him because he has spent a lot of time in New York. Because he has spent so much time in New York City. Well, Angela, we welcome you to the show. Say good evening to Jen and Peter.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Hi, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you.
May I ask your date of birth, please?
Sure. 2/12/1959.
2/12 of 1959.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm setting up actually your astrological chart, and I'm going to call the guides in. Do you happen to know what time you were born, dear?
Yes, actually, 11:09 p.m.
11:09 p.m. Very good. Are there specific questions that you have for myself and the guides, or would you like a general reading?
I don't know if you could do this, but I would love to connect with my husband. But if you can't do that, then just a general reading is fine.
Yeah, because if I connect, it's going to take a while to bring him in. We can
No, I
probably
understand.
do that on
Sure.
another day. Okay. I want to say to you, Angela, very strongly, you are going through emotional changes as we're talking. There are energy changes for you. There's an awakening that you're going through right now. The guides are also saying you're trying to find your path. You're trying to find out which direction that you are going in. I also want to ask you, over the past 2 or 3 years, were there changes with your life emotionally and financially at all?
Yes, financially with COVID and everything. Yeah.
With COVID and everything. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this to you. You're an old soul that came into this life. You're an old soul and you've lived many, many lives before this. I also want to tell you, are you aware that you have healing ability? You tune in and you do have healing ability. You don't use it.
No,
No.
I definitely
Okay.
use it.
Okay. You don't use it. Okay. I also want to say to you, do you know why you came into this existence, this earthly existence?
No, not really.
Okay. I want to supply all the information that you need in order to grow. You actually came in to work on relationships. You
Okay.
need done or you've had to work on relationships. And I want to say somebody is coming through. In the past, besides your marriage, were there any issues around connecting with people, with relationships, and those relationships not quite working out?
Um, Not real. Just my in-laws, really. They were rough, but other than that, no.
Your in-laws are rough?
They were rough, yeah. Other than that, not
All right.
really.
All right. All right. So your in-laws you had problems with.
Yes,
Was that accepting you? Was it accepting you?
exactly. They didn't. No,
All right. Go ahead.
they didn't accept me. I don't know why, but they didn't.
All right. I want to explain this to you. On one hand, you can be a dynamo. You've got a really good energy in you. And people have to get to know you before they see this. You're wonderful. I feel you're optimistic. And I feel also that you've had a lot of challenges in your life, but you're coming into your own. I want to give you a quick message. I'm being told something. It just came in and said, I'm around you all the time. Do not be depressed. I'm around you. I'm watching over you. He's identifying himself as your husband, but there is so much going on over there. But he doesn't want you to be depressed. He says it upsets him. Are you following that?
Yes, exactly.
All
What I'm
right.
going to do
So
is I'm going to ask Jen to come in with us now. As we mentioned at the very top of the program tonight, one of Jen's many talents is awakening and ascension and healing and empowerment and life balance. And what I'm hearing
Mm.
with my ears, what I'm picking up from Angela is that she is, and Peter, you just mentioned it. You just mentioned awakening. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering, Jen, if there was anything coming through to you with
Mhm.
respect to what you might be able to share with Angela.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And thank you for sharing your story, Angela. What I was getting was you're a survivor, right? So you need to step into this because your spirit came here to deal with taking your power back. Okay, so you're going to have relationships that are going to test your power and want to dominate you, not to accept you. Some people will be bullied or just really learning how to find your voice. Right? Does that make sense? You learning to speak for yourself because in the soul plan system that I connect to, I can connect to your energy field. And it is about you came here to learn how to express in this lifetime. So there's multiple things that are happening in your energy field. There is that needing to step forward in taking back your power, taking back your voice, expressing yourself. There, Peter absolutely nailed it. There is a healer that is within you, but when you were speaking, I got animal energy coming in. You are an empath, so you connect, very sensitive energies. So you can pick up on other people's energies. That's what an empath is, where we can feel, the energy. We can feel judged with this. It's a very sensitive energy, but the Blessed Mother actually was coming forth for you. And I work with the Blessed Mother energy. So I am very familiar when another person connects to it and I see the rosary. So there is faith. You might literally speak the rosary. That might be something that you do. But when she steps forward, it's like a mother coming in. And I got chills all over my body. There is some deep core healing that you need to tend to. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you with that. You are also it's interesting. The image that they're showing me is you are really learning your wealth, your worth. Okay, so this energy is coming in and it's telling me that you're going to go through this life needing to learn how to express yourself. They're showing me a labyrinth. So you're probably going to start taking some courses and start dabbling into like your soul's purpose, maybe Reiki or something like that, something to help awaken you to your divinity, to who you are, because you take in all this information, but you're in a shell. Does that make sense? Like you're in
Yeah.
like this protective shell and you're afraid to like come out of the shell and be seen out of this shell. But that's ultimately when we are here to heal our karma and to transcend our challenges. This is what we're here to navigate through. So you do have this protected shell around you. You do have people who maybe want to dominate or bully you or intimidate you. And it is about you taking back your power and speaking who you are. Because there's a lot of frustration in like your throat, right?
I,
Like just like ah, like you want to be seen, you want to be heard. And there was a dog energy that came in, so that could be a couple of things coming through with your husband. But I will tell you, the dog spirit is around you, and I don't know if you see like sparkles or anything in your house, but pay attention to that.
yeah.
Like look at the floor, because sometimes when we see at the corner of our eyes, we will see like little sparkles of light, and those are our furry loved ones that have crossed over. But with your husband, and yeah, so definitely connect to the Blessed Mother, to heal your heart, heals the inner child. When I was on my path of awakening, I had a wonderful childhood, but we all have inner child work that we need to heal. So the Blessed Mother is really beautiful to help you with that, regardless of what religion. She's an energy.
Right.
She's, it's just a divine feminine energy that is coming in for you. And they're saying you've gone through, oh, this is interesting. You've gone through spiritual death and rebirth. Your husband was a death and a rebirth for you.
Okay.
So what that means is when we have a death and a rebirth, there's something traumatic that puts us more on our healing path.
Okay.
So yeah, does that make sense for you?
Yes. Yeah.
There's something that I want to share with both of you and really everybody who's watching. A little over 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with a very rare genetic heart disease that I never knew that I had. I hadn't since before I was born. And the short version of the story is that the way that the disease started manifesting itself outwardly, so it was disease that I had since before I was born. The way that the disease started manifesting itself outwardly was through fainting spells. And the very first fainting spell that I had, I remember very, very vividly because I had never fainted before in my life. But it was about 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, December 20th, and I was reading the Bible. I was waiting for my wife to get up. We had gone to bed late the night before, so it was going to be a late start to the Sunday morning, just kind of easing our way into the day. And I was up reading the Bible. She was still sleeping. And the Bible passage that I read pertained to the Blessed Virgin Mary. I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your will. That was what I had read. And at that exact moment, I felt a very intense pressure coming up the middle of my chest, like nothing I had ever felt before. And the sensation was that I was going down a very steep roller coaster. And the last thing that I remember before passing out, and no one knows this aside from my wife and my priest. I'm going to share something that 3 people in the world know: myself, my wife, and my priest. At the quintillionth of a second before I blacked out, I saw a vision of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
So thank you for reminding me of that, Jen. And Angela, you seem like such a nice person, and we wish you the awakening that you are seeking, and we send you many, many divine blessings. And we would like to invite you to come back on the show to give us a progress report on your awakening and your healing. Would you promise to do that, please?
I will. And I just want to tell Jen, I do pray to the Virgin there. I love her. And on my bedpost, if you could see it, there's all rosaries on the bottom.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So tonight's a very special night.
Yeah, it was interesting. Thank you so much.
When you have the Blessed Virgin Mary coming on to, when you feel that energy coming onto the show, and Peter and I have been doing this show for a year, and it's the first time that her energy has come forth. So Angela, thank you for coming on, and Jen, thank you so much for bringing that forth. It's just, I think the word is amazing. I think the word is amazing. Peter, your thoughts on the energy of the Blessed Virgin Mary coming forth?
Well, I'm feeling it right now. I am feeling her right now. And she's coming forth. She just said to me, if you need assistance, I am here for you and with you. And actually, Jen is the one that brought the energy forth. I do connect with her and I do connect with Jesus in order to get a lot of information. Yes.
Yeah.
So the chats that are coming through are very, very interesting. And I just want to share one of the chat messages that has come through from somebody who calls themselves The Torch, and their comment on the show: amazing. Thank you all. Amazing. Thank you all. And from Donna, we have glad to be here tonight. Well, Donna and The Torch, we thank you, and we thank everyone for joining us tonight. Right now, we would like to welcome Tiffany to the program. Tiffany, good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys doing?
We're doing spectacularly well. Tiffany, have you enjoyed what you've seen on the show so far tonight?
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, I think I have an inner child that I need to heal too. So I was
Well, Tiffany, what is your date of birth, please?
11/13/1974.
I'm the 12th. Yay!
Oh, Scorpio.
11/13, November 13th, 1974.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, my wife, Queen Victoria, is November 10th.
Nice.
So we've got all these Scorpios. And one of the things I've learned about being with my Scorpio for the last 40 years, we've been together for 40 years. We've been married. If the marriage lasts till October, we'll be married 39 years. But one of the things, I'm joking, one of the things I've learned about a Scorpio, never make a Scorpio mad.
That's good advice.
Because the Scorpio has a stinger on it. And if you make the Scorpio mad, the Scorpio is going to get you with the stinger.
Yeah.
So anyway, Tiffany, welcome to the show. Say hello to Jen and say hello to Peter.
Hello, Jen. Hello, Peter.
No.
How are you, dear? How are you tonight?
I am well. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
We're doing well.
Amazing.
Yay.
I want to say, Tiffany, you've had a shift. Do you feel it? There's been an energy shift for you. You are not in the same monk. You're not in the same swamp that you were the last time I spoke to you. You are actually now taking your power back. You're taking your power back, becoming more empowered. And I also want to say there's something wonderful happening to you because they're saying to me, you're starting to come into your own magnificence and you're coming into your own empowerment. And the guides are with you. I'm really seeing your spirit guides right behind you. So you're in a very blessed state tonight.
Aww,
yes.
I feel it. I feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it from you. And the guys have said to me, as you get stronger, you're going to attract a man that is worthy of your energy and that is worthy of your magnificence. And that's what they're in the process of doing. They're in the process of bringing you up to an elevated level. And I want Jen to take over.
Yeah, I'm getting a whole slew of information there, my friend. First of all, Archangel Michael is coming in for you. So I don't know if you outwardly connect with Archangel Michael, but please do. All right. So does that make sense for you? Because there's an angelic frequencies that are coming in. So you do connect to the angelic realm. I'm going to definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? Confirm also what like Peter was saying is, okay, so you are here to take back your power, but you're working with this dragon type serpent energy. You are here to serve and be a catalyst, a peacemaker. So you are clairaudient. So you're hearing clairaudient. So listening to your higher self, listening to your guides. You also work with Archangel Jeremiah. Wow. Oh, Jeremiah is a Scorpio. I got chills. Okay. So here we go. So this 9/9 energy in the soul plan reading that I do, this energy is about this knowing your power, taking back your power, serving as a catalyst, being somebody who is here to awaken other people, but you need to go through your awakening process first. You might have had people try to take your power away. I know, that was with the woman before you. So it is, you're no doubt here to take back this power, listening to yourself. They're bringing me to your kidneys and the strength in your kidneys. So it's about you filtering out what is appropriate for yourself. You also have this energy. It's very, very creative. I don't know if you have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind at once and whether or not you want to go in this direction, that direction. Does that make sense for you with the thoughts?
I definitely do. All the time.
Yeah, well, this energy in the soul plan is pretty intense because everything relates to light. And when you ground your energies, you're going to be able to tap into this unlimited potential. It is the energy of Taurus, which is a grounded energy. It's Venus, which is about love and beauty and seeing, like tapping into this Zen like concentration. So, meditation is going to really help for you to, ground these energies. But this is like a channeling energy because the more they're telling me, like, you are a lighthouse. So, moths to a fire. So, the more you heal, and we do like healing work, we help to clear out that trauma, clear out your blocks, the more light you're going to emanate. And when that happens, people are going to come to you. I got a grandmother coming through on the father's side. So she's coming through. So she's showing me butterflies. So you are going through this transformation. And it's time for you to come out of your cocoon. Okay. So this is really about you being very creative, very adaptable. People are, you have the ability to manifest, they're telling me. So we really got to get you to like go inward and totally expand, anchor in this light that you are, because you're a luminary, they're telling you. So I don't know what it is that you're doing and what you're not doing with your spiritual work, but you have all these energies behind you kind of like kicking you, going, all right, jump, kind of move forward a little bit. So I could certainly help you with that, with getting you to the next level, but connect with those archangels. Jeremiah is about opening up your third eye, working with you with your dreams, because you got a lot of that energy coming in through the thoughts. We just need to get you to like tap into that.
Yeah.
God's name is a very powerful name.
Mm-hmm.
The name of Jesus is a very powerful name. The name of the Blessed Virgin Mary is a very powerful name. They are very strong towers. And those who are seeking enlightenment and strength and righteousness and goodness are well advised to run to them, because in their arms we will be safe. Tiffany, thank you for joining the show tonight. Good luck to you. God bless you. Please join us again soon. We look forward to the next exciting update from you. Would you do that for us, please?
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tiffany. Jen, there is a lot of tumult going on in the world. We can't seem to get away from the news, which is negative, 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 arguing, fighting, coming out of 2 years of a pandemic. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Is it going to get a lot worse? Is this variant coming in? The war in Ukraine, gas prices through the roof, people paying a lot more for groceries. How does someone stay centered, or how does someone even begin the process of becoming centered in a world where all of this is going on?
Well, it really does come down to trust and to faith.
Trust and faith.
Yeah, I mean, we've been prepared, those souls, and I know Peter's part of that we've been basically have gone through our very deep core inner healings so we can get to a place of this inner groundedness through all of the chaos that is happening in the external reality. And meditation is key to going out into nature and to being present and trying to go inward and listening to the self than what's being played out, because it is, to me, like a programming. And we knew, and I know you probably know this too, Peter Marks, we knew this time of the Aquarian age that was going to shake, rattle, and roll humanity to its core to help them awaken to the journey back to oneness. And that's really been my journey through my awakening and going so deep into my inner beingness that regardless of what is going on externally, we're rooted, and we understand that these systems of non-truths had to be shaken down to its core so humanity can wake up and really start doing the inner work of healing and connecting to God source. You know, when we come into this world, you know, we know what connection is to God's source, and it's only through the progression of our earthly journey we get separated from that. And then some of us get so far separated, like the war in Ukraine and all of this stuff going on in the world, we get so far from source and who we are, eventually we have to snap back, and that's your journey back to oneness. So I always tell people it is crucial to go inward, to silence the mind and all the external noises that are going on. And I would have to say 2 years before the pandemic, I did a channeling with Saint Francis, because I do channel like all the ascended masters and archangels. And he told me we're going to move back to a time of simplicity, because we have forgotten, with the busyness of all the computers and the phones and the news, and that something was going to occur that was going to shaken mankind to remember humility, remember simplicity. And that's been the ascension process of the earth and all of its people. So just know, if you're in that place of feeling ungrounded and in this time of uncertainty, that this really is divinely guided, and it is for people to awaken to their soul, and for like what you guys are doing here today, having these platforms to help people through all of these transitions. And
That is the mission of this
yeah,
program,
it's a
to
beautiful
help
mission.
inspire and awaken. Now, somebody watching may say to themselves, can you give me an affirmation? And I would put forth this one to start. Every day, in every way, through the good grace of God, my life is getting better and better. Every day, in every way, my life is getting better and better through the good grace of God. Crystal has been waiting patiently. Crystal, good evening to you. Where are you watching the show from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, the
Yeah.
Nutmeg State. Very nice. Well, what
Yeah.
is your date of birth, Crystal?
Don't laugh. It's 12/25/1979.
I heard the number 12 for you, so
12/25. So a Christmas gift. And what a Christmas gift you have been. Not just on your day of birth, but every day since then. 12/25/1979. We welcome you to the show. Say hello to Peter Marks and say hello to Jen.
Hello,
Hi.
Crystal. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing very good. I am being told you came in to help assist people. You're supposed to be care of people. You're supposed to be making sure that the souls that you're taking care of, that they're nurtured and they're loved. Are you doing that?
I am. In fact, I really am.
All right. And how are you doing that?
I am a medical case manager.
Ah,
And I work with people who
okay.
use substances and have mental health issues. And so, yes, that's very much a part of what I do.
Okay. I also want to say that you are very Aquarian in your thinking process, meaning this year you're going to be going through changes elevating your thinking, elevating your awareness as to you're here. You're going to want to answers never had before. And
Yep.
I feel that you guide for people that you're working with. You're telling me that you're here to teach as well as to learn. You're also talking to me about serving to be of service here. I also am going to say this. They keep on talking about property. I'm not quite sure why, but they're saying, sir, do you own where you're living?
I recently just bought, yes.
All right, because they just said to me you just recently bought it.
Like 6 months ago, yeah. Yep.
Right. Well, congratulations, because they were showing me property around. I also want to talk to you about. They're telling me you're very much an impact. You've got a lot of sensitivity. You can be very tough, but you're also extremely sensitive. They're telling me also diet is very important. Nutrition, diet to you are paramount importance. And they're saying to me, you don't like to put anything in your body that is going to disagree with your digestive system. Are you understanding that?
Very much so. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Like, I can't even tell you how, like, on par that is. I just came back from Mexico with, like, very bad traveler's day. So that's so on par.
Okay. You also realize that you're coming into your own now. You are coming into your own, and your magnificence of who you are is very, very important. I'm also seeing something about education. Are you thinking about going back to school?
Yes. Yep.
All right, because the guys are telling me you're gonna go back and you're gonna become certified. Are you understanding that?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
actually looking into becoming a certified health coach.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. I also am going to say this. You need to drink a lot of water. They keep on showing me water to cleanse your body out. This is top priority. You've got to detox the body. And this goes along with your diet. They are saying to me you're a lot happier now than you were before, because you're understanding more about what your guides and what the master guides want for you. Is this making sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Jen will also join in and take over.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I wrote down literally water. So teaching, channeling, ethereal energy, very intuitive. You are here to basically you connect to an ethereal energy. So it's a very celestial, heavenly energy. This is a channeling energy that you have. And again, this goes to speech and communicating with yourself. Very intuitive. You might not be aware of it, but this is part of you taking back that power. They did tell me to go with what Peter Marks was saying, is that you are absolutely an empath. You are a grounding rod for people. So people are going to want to come to you and be in your energy. So it helps to ground them. You are a natural empath. But what's so fantastic about this energy in the soul plan is the 8-8 energy. It is about patterns. You can look into people's eyes and see if they're full of, you know what, if they're, like what cycles they have, and with your life that you're going to do, because you are meant to have like your own business. You're not going to be well suited for like the corporate types and like doing that kind of thing, because that goes with this very ethereal energy and being out there. So you're going to come in, you're going to have this practice really where you're going to help people. Not only you're going to be able to see their patterns, but you're going to help them to see their patterns. So this power energy that you have, you're going to help them through seeing their powers to take back their patterns, to help them take back their power. Right. So mental health, absolutely. They're showing me what's called you're connected to the moon, by the way, and Syrian energy. Syrian, I connect to the higher vibrations of the star systems. So the Syrians are about communication and not interfering with people's life in a negative way. You are here as a spiritual teacher, definitely to help guide people. Oh, you also have, so it's profound spiritual communication. So you're going to do a lot with communication. You definitely have a connection to the dolphins. So pay attention to that. So you might be going with the dolphins. If it doesn't make sense now, it will. Trust me. But Archangel Uriel is coming in for you. And Uriel works with the shadow self. Thank you. This makes sense. So you're going to help people see their shadows, what parts of them that are not healed, so you can help them to recognize their patterns. You're going to use this support system that you have. You have this energy of resilience. So they're going to come in and feel the support and the protection of you. Yeah. You also have, this is a service incarnation, they're saying. Absolutely, 100%. But you hold the male and female energies. So you have like a very feminine aspect forward, but you're going to also tap into that male leadership. I want to get this done. It's when we're androgynous, like our role here as we're going through our awakening process is to become that yin and yang balance, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay. So you're going to work with all this. You definitely work with the angelic realm. You might be a little bit of a perfectionist or maybe critical and have gone through those phases within your life, but you're also going to integrate that. Those are your shadow selves, right? For you to be like a really awesome counselor to help people, you need to look at your own stuff and see how, you would react. Here's that mirroring, right? So that's what Uriel does. He's like the guide standing behind you with a torchlight to help illuminate the way. So definitely connect with him because he's an ally for you. Okay. And thank you for what you're going to be doing with everybody. So thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Crystal, thank you very much for coming onto the program tonight. We wish you good luck and many, many blessings. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing yourself with everyone watching around the world at this very moment. Good luck to you and God bless you. And we welcome Heather to the program. Heather, it says next to your name, Mechanicsburg, PA. Is that Pennsylvania? I think you're going to have to turn your microphone on. There should be a little microphone icon right underneath you. You see, right underneath where your video is, right underneath you, there should be something that looks like a microphone. You're going to have to press it and turn on. While you do that, we'll come back to you, Heather. Get it figured out. We'll try to come back to you. We're going to welcome Denise to the show. Hello, Denise.
Hello there.
Hi, Denise. Where are you watching the show from tonight?
From Memphis, Tennessee.
All right. What is your date of birth?
9/8/2.
What was the date of birth again, please?
September 8th, 1972.
September 8th, 1972. And we're going to ask if you, there you go, a beautiful face. We want to see it. We definitely want to see that beautiful face. September 8th, 1972. Say hello to Jen and say hello to Peter.
Hello there.
Hello. How are you, Denise?
I'm good.
How are you? Good. So are there specific questions you have for us, or do you want us to go into a reading for you?
I did have just two. I know last time I had spoken with you, Peter, you spoke about the house I was going to be getting, and I did get that.
Oh, good. Yay.
I'm excited about it. Yeah. So I know the next thing, I was talking to you about was about, my daughter coming back home and Lawrence reaching out to me. So just trying to see if everything
Yeah.
was still the right path with that.
Well, I do want to say this to you, and this is something I learned. In order to make this unfold and manifest, you have to visualize it and attract it to you if it is meant for the betterment of you. So
Yes.
you need to elevate your thinking. You have to visualize, and this is what I do, visualize all of these things unfolding. And if it's divinely meant through the universe and God, this will be provided for you.
Okay.
I'm also going to say to you, they're saying to me right now, the relationship or partnership is very, very important to you. Partnerships are very, very important to you. And the guides
Yes.
are also telling me right now, they want you to find out the magnificence of who you are the way God created you. So,
Okay.
in other words, I don't want you to depend on the relationship to explain who you are and what you are. I want you to have that relationship with your spirit. In fact, I'm getting a message, Raphael, saying, Raphael, they want you to come into your own autonomy. Are you understanding that?
Yes.
All right, because too many people want to get into relationships for that person to complete them or to make that person perfect or better. And I am sensing that relationship definitely is coming in for you. They're also telling me your home, the home and work are the most important things for you. Is that correct?
Yes. I love teaching.
Yes. Okay. Are there changes that you are aware of? Because they're saying changes coming up around teaching.
I know I've had some people to speak into my life promotion. I just don't know what that means because
All
I like
right. Are
promotion.
you
Oh no.
are you visualizing this for yourself? Is this the direction that you want to go in? Because the guy just said to me, this is up to you. If you want to augment, you want to branch out in the teaching, you have to let them know. And that's what
I
they're telling
do.
me right now.
I want
You
to come
do.
out the class. I want to come out the classroom and go into like a admin position.
Okay. Okay. So, what are you doing to manifest this energy? How are you going about doing this?
I've been putting in applications like at the Board of Education here, and I just kind of
Okay.
been waiting for that manifestation.
All right. The guide said to me, don't wait. Call up, let them know you're interested, be very excited, be very enthusiastic. That is
Okay.
what is going to help propel you into that position. And the guide just told me right now, they're going to assist you with this.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yay.
And I'm going to hand you over to Reverend Jen.
Okay. Thank you.
hi, thank you. All right. So, what a beautiful light you have.
Thank you.
I was connecting, when you're talking, I just start jotting down, connecting to your energy field and stuff like that. Three really wonderful energies came in. One, you're working with Archangel Daniel. So you're going to go through healing judgments in this lifetime. So
Okay.
whether or not you've had judgments, like if you judge yourself or if other people are judging you or you're teaching about judgments. So this is definitely even at a cellular memory coming through from even another lifetime. So he's a really wonderful liver, like a purification, processing, stuff like that, and also governs the gallbladder. And that's
Okay.
where we hold judgment. So maybe you felt like you've been judged at one point in your life, or work through stuff like that. So he's like your main guide that's coming through, that maybe you're not aware of, because a lot of people know like Archangel Michael and Raphael and stuff like that, but not too many people know of Archangel Daniel. So that's one thing. Another thing, you have very feminine energies coming in. So you can take a role of a teacher. I know you mentioned about, teaching, but it goes so much more than that. You are a teacher of love. You can really connect to your heart center and communicate this love of the divine mother that is within. So if you're doing heart chakra work, or really getting into that place where you can be this compassionate, positive influence with people.
Okay.
They're telling me like water and wisdom, like you're gaining water is emotions and wisdom in this lifetime, so you can express that, so you can be that embodiment for this. It
Okay.
is a master energy of expansion. So you really came here to expand. So I don't know if you're doing stuff with, your spiritual path and awakening and connecting to these really powerful, feminine energies, but I would suggest doing that. You love to learn. It's like you just want to absorb a lot of information. You also grace. I don't know if the word grace is something that's important to you. I don't know if we lost. Okay, there you are. You can see, so the energies of grace. So they're showing me in the soul plan system what we call the 22-4 vibration. And it is about you coming back to like totality. It's knowing you're divine on the inside and outside. And therefore, you are a portal of creation. And I know you were talking to Peter about like manifestation. When you tap into that God creative source of that which you are, and you know who you are, and you are part of the abundant, universe, and it is your birthright to experience abundance, you can create. So going within, okay? So but you also see, like I call this grace to ugliness, or like ugliness to grace. Like through the ugliness, you can see beauty.
Okay.
And that is really important. That's a beautiful quality to embody, because with everything that's going on in the world, and
Yeah.
in the quote unquote ugliness, you can see the beauty of
Yeah.
that. And you bring down this element of grace. I have the tattoo of grace on my arm. So it is about embodying grace at all times and emanating that. And people who you bring in through your teaching, feeling that love and feeling that grace, that's how you transmute, and that's how you guide them.
Okay.
Okay. So there you have.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Denise, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It is a pleasure and a gift and a blessing for us to be able to speak with you. And we hope Denise joins us again very, very soon. And we are happy to have, is it Stephen or Stefan?
Stefan.
Stefan. Well,
Yeah.
Stefan is happy to welcome Stefan to the show. So, Stefan, what is your date of birth, please?
It's December 29th, 1983.
December 29th, 1983. Now, for those who may not know, Peter Marks, in addition to being a world-renowned psychic, is a globally acclaimed astrologer. And the key element in him providing astrological information is the date of birth. So that is why on this show we ask the date of birth. Stefan, say hello to Peter and say hello to.
Hello.
Hi, Peter.
How are you, Stefan?
I'm good. You?
I am doing very well tonight. Thank you for asking. I'm going to let you know what your potential is, because the guides are coming in very strongly to me. I want to say to you, you are an old soul. I don't know if you recognize it. Do you know what an old soul is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, they're also talking to me about business. Are you do you want to work for yourself, or are you working for yourself?
I'm trying to.
Oh, what do you mean you're trying to?
Well, I mean, I worked in a government job. I left there, and now I'm on my own, and
Okay.
trying to manifest some things, make things happen. So,
All right. Let me say this to you. They're telling me, they're actually saying this to me. You are very empathic. You're very intuitive. Do you recognize that in yourself?
yes, for sure.
All right. How are you using that? Because your guides are telling me one way that you can change your life, you've been able to pick up things that are going to happen even when you were a child. Do you recognize that?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for a long time, no, but now, over the past few years, yeah.
All right. So are you using that in your everyday life? Because you actually came in to have your own business, but they're telling me you're at a turning point right now. And the turning point is, where do I go? How do I support myself? And they're telling me you can go back into the government, but I think that you may be fed up with that. I'm sensing you want a new direction. You are coming into who you are really, and they're showing me money flowing here. Now, the guides are telling me, the spirit guides are telling me they come and they talk to you, that you pick up on things before they happen. Do you recognize that?
Oh yeah, for certain. Yeah, I've definitely been on a very spiritual path, pretty, and recognizing a lot of this, and it's a thing. Your internal compass, try to follow all this, your guidance, and
Yes. Okay. They're also saying to me, you have a gift for gab. Do you recognize that?
what? Sorry.
A gift for speaking.
Oh
Communication is a very strong point for you.
yeah, for sure. I recognize that. Yeah.
All right. Now, I also want to know, they're showing me writing. Now, do you do any, do you enjoy writing, or do you do writing? Because they're showing me here writing, and they're saying to me, putting words down on paper.
Mm. Well, I mean, it's funny. In my job, communication, networking, my strengths, writing, procedures, like that was my thing. I do music, writing. I mean, I'm very, articulating, putting words out there, writing them, communicating that way.
Yes.
It's definitely a thing for sure. Yeah.
All right. Because they're showing me lyrics, but they're saying compiling a book. Are you understanding that?
Mm,
Have you ever
I mean,
putting, what's that?
well, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I mean, maybe that's writing a book.
They're talking to me about a book, but they're also showing me, you were talking about music.
Yeah.
Were you discussing music? I
Yeah.
see you doing something in the entertainment field, and I also do see you doing something in the spiritual field. You don't have anything to worry about, because the guides are telling me now all of this is unfolding for you. And they just said to me, you came out of a cycle of about 2 or 3 years where you were changing, you were reorganizing, you were trying to figure out which direction you're going in. Are you understanding that?
Oh, you're right on. I mean, that's what's happened. Interesting life, a lot of things. Past few years, the change was happening, and it just been always learning, growing, going forward. Try.
Okay, because they're telling me they want you to go more into the spiritual, because you can be a reader. You definitely can be a reader. And then they're also showing me, did you move, or did you want to move?
I've moved plenty. And I was recently, just the other day, contemplating making a move again, so
All right, they showed me another change of residence. So you're going to be doing that also. I'm going to hand you over to Jen because I respect you highly. And I want to say your guides are with you and you are going to be incredible.
oh, thank you. Hi, Jen.
So, hi, we're friends.
Yeah.
So I've done your soul plan reading and Akashic record reading, and everything you said, Peter, is absolutely what he is. He is on the path, so completely spot on. You're totally, we did the Phoenix channeling, and that came in for you as Peter was talking about that rising up from that dark night of the soul. For those of you who don't know, like the soul plan is based on your original birth name because that is what your higher self gave you, so you can have a physical expression and experience here. So just like your astrology chart is a blueprint, your soul plan reading chart is a blueprint. And you, Stefan, I know between Stefan, I probably say it all the time too. You're
my whole life.
Yeah, you're here to bring spiritual energies down to the earth to emanate love. Okay. You come off as very real. So you're going to be bringing down these spiritual energies in a very down to earth manner. People need that. And they're showing me the 17-8 in the vibration in the soul plan. So it's about emphasis on your throat. Getting your message out. And of course, we've discussed before, it is this labyrinth of knowledge you've been taking in, and you are to come out of your shell and to express this. So you are a teacher, through the music that you're creating is giving these light codes and these light messages of love to people to, really to get across the masses. And we've talked about this before. What a way to help awaken people through very high vibrational songs, So, but your mission here is, you went through that dark night of the soul. You had to, as the phoenix, the ashes, you're rising up. You're no doubt going to be an awakener and go through periods of anger, whether you had like a lot of anger back then or had people anger towards you, but it's through to help people awaken spiritually. So you might get a little pushback from that. I do too in relationships. We get that pushback from people who are still holding on to the old doctrine, right? Everything that they ever known, and this is their lifeline. Like, I don't want to give that up. So you can get that pushback, but you had to go through your layers of anger and process that and heal that and still recognize that. But you're also going to get that from other people who are spiritually asleep. But that's part of your mission here. Yeah. Like Peter said, that's part of what your mission is here, is to bring down those spiritual energies. But you do it in such a cool, like you and I talk off, we're very relatable, and we bring things down as like a matter of fact, like, hey, I spoke to the Blessed Mother today. Hey, what'd you have for dinner?
Yeah.
So, like, where people will be like, wait, what did you just say? Kind of thing. Yeah. So very relatable and down to earth.
Stefan, thank you for joining us on the show tonight. And
thanks for having me.
As soon as you came on, and I saw that New York Yankees hat, I said, this guy's name is very close to mine. Stefan and Stefan. Plus, we're both New York Yankees fans. So I got to get this guy on as soon as possible. Thank you for joining us. Good luck to you, and God bless you. And thank you for honoring us with your presence on this program tonight.
Same to you all. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I want to share this message that just came through in chat. Allison Whitney commenting on tonight's program and the information that is coming forth. Beautiful, my friends. Many, many blessings. And this is what we try to accomplish on this show to bring forth the divinity and bring forth the blessings.
Mhm.
And Jen, you have graced us with a
Mhm.
tremendous amount of divine talent. You have blessed us. You have honored us tonight. And I want to thank you. And I know Peter feels the same way for taking time out of your day to share yourself with not only Peter and I, and not only the people who have come on for a reading, but the many, many people who are watching this program around the world. So, Jen, we thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm truly in great company, great light.
Peter, thank you, my friend.
Yes.
The
Yes.
word that always seems to come to mind whenever I watch and I see you provide intuitive advice is amazing. It is
Thank
truly a
you.
gift that you have that is from the divine. And so thank you for the information that you have put forth this evening, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you.
And for those of you who may be walking a very difficult and very challenging path right now, I would like to share these words with you as we close tonight's program. Those who walk with God always reach their destination. Thank you for watching Find My Divine. Good luck to you.